Hello and welcome to LearningScapes Academy. We are going to solve paper 2 of mathematics IGCSE. Paper code is 0580/22. It's a May-June session. The total time for the paper is 1 hour 30 minutes and the total marks are 70. Now we move on to the question. For question 1, we have the difference between the temperatures. So for solving it, you have to check whether the temperature is mentioned on the same date or the date changes. So at noon and at midnight, these should be focused. And if they just ask us about the temperatures, then we will just look at it, right? So the two types of questions that can come from this type of data would be regarding the time or the temperature. In this question, we have mentioned that the temperature at noon was 4 degrees and temperature at the midnight was -9. So to find that difference, remember to place a negative sign before the brackets and the other temperature inside the brackets because they have asked about the difference. So sign will change. This will become 4 plus 9, 13 degrees. So our answer will be 13 degrees. Right. Now move on to question number 2. We have T-board records the number of cars of each color in a car park. The number of cars are 8, 5, 4, and 3. We have to draw a pie chart to show this information. And after that, we have to calculate the angle of the red cars. So remember, we have pie chart is always mentioned on a circle, and the total degrees in a circle are 360 degrees, right? So for the red cars, there are total 3 cars, and the denominator will be represented by the total cars. So we will mention as 8 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3. Basically, it's a portion of the section that the red cars represent out of 360. So we will multiply it by 360. So this will become 8 plus 4, 12 plus 8, 20 into 360. Cancel these two to get 54 degrees. So 54 degrees will be mentioned like this on a pie chart. We do not have to draw the pie chart, so we will only mention 54 degrees here. So this is our answer. Okay, for the third part, we have fixed cost 43 cents each. Lira has $5 to buy some fix. Calculate the largest number of fixed lira can buy and the amount of change in cents she receives. So in $500, we will have 500 cents, right? And each fig costs 43 cents. So the number of figs that can be bought would be 500 divided by 43. So this will be around 11.63. So the figs are the item, so it cannot be in a fractional form. So we will say that there are only 11 figs that would be bought from 500 cents. And the remaining number of cents will be 500 minus the cost of 11 figs. So you can solve it by deducting the cost of 11 figs from 500. So you will get 27. Now, for the fourth part, we have square root of 68, and I think it's multiply square root of 153. we have to find the value of it. So you can use calculator to it to solve it. Okay, you can write it as a prime factors as well. So if you have to find it manually, you can use prime factors method to solve it. So you will divide by 2. So under root 68 will become 2 root 17 multiplied by. And 153 will be divided by 3, again divided by 3. So this will become into 3 root 17. So this is how you can solve it manually. Under root 17 into under root 17 will be 17. So your answer will be 102. I'm just explaining how under root 17 into under root 17 becomes 17. If you write it in fraction form, power, the bases are same, so you can add the powers. So this will become 17 power 1. So this will be your answer. Now look at question number 5. For this one, you have to find the surface area of the cuboid with the length 8 centimeter, width 6 centimeter, and height 3 centimeter. So for this one, you just have to memorize the formula. So this will be 2 into length into width plus width into height plus height into length. So this will become 2 into 8 into 6, 6 into 3, and last one is 8 into 3. Now solve this one. This will be 48, 18, and 24. We will add them and then multiply it by 2 to get 180. So this will be our answer. Now look at question number 6. Some cards have either a square, a circle, or a triangle drawn on them. Please choose one of the cards at random. Calculate the probability to show the probability of choosing the card with each shape. So we have to find the missing probability. Just remember, the total probability is always equals to 1, because probability of 1 means it represents 100%. So to find the probability of triangle, we will deduct the probability of square and circle from 1. That's our total probability. So you will get 0.48, and that would be our answer. Now look at question number 7. The price of quote is $126. In a sale, the price is reduced by 10%. Find the selling price of the quote. Okay. Just remember, whenever we have given the cost price, it's always 100%. This means 126 is representing 100%. And in this case, we do not know about the selling price. Let's suppose it's X dollars, and it is reduced by 18%. This means selling price is around 82% of the cost price. So how did we get 82%? We have deducted 18 minus 18 from 100 to get 82%. So we have to find 82%. 126 dollars are the cost price. So selling price will be equals to 126 dollars into 80%, 82%. You will get 103.32. You can use the ratio method if you are more comfortable with it. So you will write price here and percentage here. So price was 126 when the percentage was 100. So price will be X when the percentage was 82. You can just cross multiply it to get the same answer. So you can solve it to get 103.2 as well. If you are comfortable with it, you can solve this by this method. Okay. Now for question number 8, it's about the sequence. The nth term of the sequence is n square plus 12. We have to find the first 3 terms. So it's a simple question. Nth term means the pattern of the sequence will follow the same equation for every part for every term. So if you want to find the first term, just replace n with 1, you will get 13. For the second one, just replace n with 2, this will become 16. And for the third term, just replace it by 3 to get 21. So you will get 13, 16, and 21. Now, for question number 9, we have the bearing of B from A is 59. This means B is located at 59 degrees northeast of A. So we have to work out on the bearing of A from B. So for that, we have to draw a north on B, right? So that's the north on B. So we have to find this angle. So for this part, we can use a concept of alternate angles. Just draw a diagram of a rectangle with the dotted lines. So you can apply the alternate angles rule. So if it's a rectangle and a line is intersecting two parallel lines, so alternate angles will be equal. So if it is 59 degrees, this means this will be 59 degrees. And this part is equals to 180 degrees. So the total bearing of A from B will be 180 plus 59 equals 239. So that would be our answer. Okay, for question number 10, it's a matrix question. I think it's something is misprinting in here. We have matrix 1 equals 2, 8, and matrix 2 equals minus 1, 4. So if we have to find P minus Q, we will just deduct Q from P by deducting each row with a corresponding row. So 2 minus minus 1 and 8 minus 4. So this will become 3 and 4. That would be our answer. To find the value of 6p, just multiply matrix P with 6. This will become 12 and 48. That would be our answer. Okay, this symbol represents we have to find the magnitude of P minus Q. Or you can say absolute value. For this one, just apply. We have the value of P minus Q. We have 3, 4. We have to find the magnitude. So this will be, magnitude will be equals to 3 square plus 4 square square root. That would be equal to 5. That would be our answer. For question number 11, we have 6 power P multiplied by 6 power 4 equals to 6 power 8. 6 power 4 is multiplying on this side. This will divide on the other side. The bases are same, so powers will be deducted from each other. This will become 28 minus 4. So our answer will be P equals 24 because the bases are same, powers will be equal. So this will be our answer. Okay, now for question number 12, an 80 cycles a distance of 70 kilometers from Midville to Newtown. Leaving Midville, she cycles for 1 hour 30 minutes at a constant speed of 20 kilometers per hour, then stops for 15 minutes. She then she then continues the journey to Newtown at a constant speed of 16 kilometers per hour. So total distance between the two cities is 70 kilometers. So 70 kilometers will be around, we have to count the boxes. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 boxes between 60 and 80. So we will place a point after 5 boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5. This will be our finishing point. So for the first part, he cycles for 1 hour, 30 minutes at a constant speed of 20 kilometer per hour. We have a distance time graph. So first we have to find the distance covered during the first 1.5 hour. So the speed is mentioned in kilometer per hour, but the time is in minutes as well. So we have to convert it into hours. So we will write H1 equal to 41, 1.5 hours. So speed is equal to distance over time. So we will write 20 equals d divided by 1.5. So d will be equal to t1. 20 into 1.5. This will become 30 kilometers. It's a constant speed. So this means 1.5 is here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30 is here. So this is a point where these two will be satisfied. So we will draw a straight line. This is for the first part. She then stops for 30 minutes. So during this time, no distance was covered. So we will draw a straight horizontal line for the next 30 minutes. Then she continues the journey at a constant speed of 6 kilometer per hour. So we know the distance was 70 kilometers. So the remaining distance, we have to find the remaining distance first. So remaining distance will be 70 minus 30, that would be 40. So we have to find the time. We will use again the equation of speed is equal to distance over time. So this will be d2 over t2. 16 equals 40 divided by t2. We need to find the time in hours and minutes. So this will become 40 divided by 60, 2.5 hours. So this means 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we are on 2 hours. So after 2 hours, 30 minutes, it will be 4.5 hours. We will place a point here. So this will be the right graph. So this point is just a reference point where the graph will end, right? So it depends on the speed whether it will land on the same point or not. So we will remove it. It was just a reference point for trying the graph. So this will be our actual graph. So for the second part, we have to find the average. So average speed is equal to total distance divided by total time. The total distance was 70 kilometers and total time was on rest. So we will have to add 0.5 as well. So our answer will be 70 divided by 4.5. So final answer will 15.56. We have to mention this region as well. It was on rest, but this point should be included during the whole journey, right? So to find the average speed, we have to find total distance over total time. So remember to add this part as well. So our average speed will be 15.56. Now move on to question number 13. We have to solve this expression without using the calculator. So it's a compound fraction. First we have to multiply these two, then add a number in it, the numerator part. So just multiply 8 into 4 plus 1 divided by 8, and this will be 6 into 2 plus 5 divided by 6. So this will be 33 by 8 minus 17 by 6. We will take the LCM of 6 and 8. This will be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. So LCM is 24. So 8 times 3 is 24. So we multiply both by 3. 6 times 4 is 24. So we will multiply both by 4, numerator and denominator. So this will become 99 minus 68. And our answer will be 31 divided by 24. So remember to give your answer in compound fraction because the question was in compound fraction. So final answer will be 17 by 24. That would be our final answer. To convert it in compound fraction, just divide 31 by 24. Remainder was 7. So remainder will be the numerator. Divisor by will be the denominator. And the quotient will be on the left side. Okay. So question number 40, we have principal amount is 4540. The amount of interest is 1328. Time period of investment was 10 years. So, and the formula for compound interest is A equals P into 1 plus R divided by 100 power T. So first we have to find the total amount. Total amount is equals to principal plus interest. Principal amount is 4540 and interest is 1328.54. So total amount will become 5868.54. So this will be 5868.54 equals to 4540 1 plus R divided by 100 powers T. We will use calculator to solve it. So this will become 1.29263 equals 1 plus R power over 100 power 10. So we will solve it to get our answer. So by solving it, we will get 1.026 equals to 1 plus R by 100. So we will deduct 1 from it. This will become 0.26 equals R power 100. 100 will multiply with the fraction or with the decimal value. So you will get 2.6% as your answer. So now we will move on to the question 15. We have to find the highest common factor. So for this one, we have to make the factors of the number. This will be 2 times 3 times, 2 times 2 times 3 into a cube into b. And for 20, a square, b square, this will be 2 into 5, a square and b square. So for highest common factor, we have to take the common values only. So we have 2 common here, another 2 common here, and the lowest value of the variable, that would be a square and b. So our answer will be 4a square b. That would be our answer. Okay, for 16 part A, we have to find the when use set below to describe the shaded region. Okay, so we have to find the common values which are not including p. So this means p complement is the part of the diagram. So p complement represents universal set minus all the values of p. So p is excluded. So we will write as p complement is not the part of the solution. So what would be the next two part there? We have to find the common values between m and g. So we will write m union g in brackets. Then we do not want to include p complement. So we will place a intersection sign here because the only the common values should be included. So that would be m union g. This will include 2, 9, 3, 6, 5, 11. And p complement represents all the values excluding p. So that would be 11, 5, and 6. Then we will find the intersection. So there will be only 11, 5, and 6. If I can show you in tabular form. we have the values of M as 2, 9, 5, and 11. We have the values of G as 3, 5, 6, and 9. We have the value of B as 2, 3, 4, and 9. So M union G will be equal to 2, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 11. And P complement will be 6, 5, and 11. So we just need to find it set notation. So if we write it as we have mentioned in the answer, so this will become M union G intersection P complement. That would be 6, 5, and 11. So our answer is correct. So we will write it as here. In the question, they have asked you to find the number of uh, elements in our previous part. So we have to find number of elements in M union G intersection P complement. So that would be 6 plus 5 plus 11. Answer would be 22. Okay. A student is chosen at random from those studying geography. Find the probability that the student also studies physics or mathematics, but not both. So we have to find the probability that a student selected from the geography part. So geography has 6, 5, 9, and 3. 6 students who only take geography, 5 who take geography and maths, and 3 who takes geography and physics, and 9 who takes all 3 subjects. So we have to find the probability that the student also studies physics or maths, not both. So we will only focus on geography students and identify those students who either take physics with geography or maths with geography. So that would be 6, 5, and 3. So for this part, let's assume the set is A. For part C, we have to focus on the number of students who are taking geography. So there are total of 3 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 students. And out of them, we have to identify the students who are taking physics or math with it. So numerator will be 3 plus 5. Our answer will be 8 divided by 23. You just have to focus on the number of geography students, not the whole class. So 40 will not be focused in this part, and it's called the conditional probability. So you just have to focus on the geography student data 23, and out of them, you have to identify the number of students who are taking physics or maths. Okay, for the next part, we have to draw the graph of sin x. So for this, you can draw a table in which you have to take the x values in degrees, and you will get the y values. So 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, and so on. You will get the remaining values as well. So 0 is here, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, and 330. So just use your calculator to find the values of sine 30, 60, 90. You will get the graph in this shape. You will get the maximum value. Wait, it's wrong here. You will get the maximum value at sine 90 and minimum value at sine 270. So this is how you will make the graph. For the second part, you have to solve the equation 3 sine x plus 1 equals 0. 3 sine x will be equal to minus 1. Sine x will be equal to minus 1 by 3. To find the value of x, you have to find sine inverse of minus 1 by 3. So x will become minus 19.47. This is your first answer. It's not the given domain. So find the positive value. You will deduct it from 180. this will become 199.47. And for the second part, you will add the answer in 360, because 360 normally is in the next quadrant, but in case of a negative angle, you have to deduct it from 360. Basically, you are adding it in 360. The basic angle is negative, so you will get the answer within a given domain. Question number 18, we have y is directly proportional to the cube root of x plus 1. So when we will write it in the equation, just write it with the constant k. It's directly proportional, so it will be in the numerator. So when the value of y is 1, x was 7, you will write 7 here. So 1 will be equals to k into 2, and k will be equal to 1 by 2. So the equation will become 1 by 2 into cube root of x plus 1. So we have to find the value of y when x is 124. So this will become 124 into cube root of 125. So our answer will be 5 by 2. The second part, f is inversely proportional to the square of d. Explain what happens to f when d is half. Okay, just write it in constant term. So equation form. So this will be when it's half. This means you are multiplying d with 1 by 2. So this will become k divided by d square by 4. So 4 will be multiplied by the numerator. So f will become 4k over d square. This means when d is half, f becomes 4 times. Or you can say multiply it by 4. Okay. For question number 19, we have to find the inverse of function x, fx. So for this part, let we say fx equals y. So x will become f inverse y. Similarly, substitute fx with y here as well. So make x the subject. This you will get x equals y plus 8 over 7. So just replace the values of x. You will get the inverse function in terms of y. So just replace variable y with x. You will get f inverse of x. For b part, we have h of x equals g 1 by 3. So for this part, first you have to substitute, find the value of g 1 by 3. That will be 4 over 1 by 3 plus 5. You will get 4 into 3 plus 5, that would be equal to 17. And replace in the equation, you will get 2 power x plus 1 equals 17. So 2 power x will be equal to 16. 2 power x will be equal to 2 powers 4. Bases are the same. So x will be equal to 4. That will be your answer for 90 part B. Okay, now for question 20, we have to factorize the given expression. You just have to identify the common numbers if there are any. So you can take one common from the first part, or you can take 4k common from second part. You will get 2m plus 3p in the brackets. So simplified form will be like this. That's your answer. For second part, just take 5 common. You will get x square minus 4y square. 4 is a perfect square. You can write it as x square minus 2y whole square. Apply the formula a plus b, a minus b. You will get x minus 2a into x plus 2a. 2y, sorry. That would be your answer. For the 21st question, it's a sequence question. The nth term of sequence a n square plus b n minus 4. The first term is minus 3, and second term is 2. We have to find the values of a and b. So if when n is equal to 1, answer would be equal to minus 3. So we will write 1 here. So answer should be minus 3. So a plus b will be equals to 4 minus 3. a plus b will be equal to 1. That's our equation number 1. When second term is 2, so when n is 2, our answer is 2. So 4a plus 2b will be equals to 6. Simplify to get 2a plus b equals 3. We can solve them simultaneously. A plus b is equal to 1, 2a plus b equals to 3. We take them to get minus a equals to minus 2, and a will be equal to 2. We have to find the value of a, and that's our answer. To find the value of b, just substitute it in equation number 1. You will get 2 plus b equals 1, and b will be equal to minus 1. So the two answers are 2 and minus 1. Part B is about the ratio. So we have OA equals X, OB equals Y. We have OD. OD means we can draw a dotted line here. So that would be 3 by 7 X plus 4 by 7 Y. Okay. So we have to find the ratio of AD and DB. So you have to apply head to tail rule. OD is in this direction. It's O to D. So OD, so AD will be equals to the tail of AD meets OA, so it will be OA plus OD, and value of DB similarly will be equals, it's in this direction, so it will be equal to OD, because okay, OD will be negative because head of OD meets the tail of DB, and OB will be positive. So our answers will be X plus 3 by 7X plus 4 by 7Y, simplified to get 10 by 7X plus 4 by 7Y. And for DB, it will be minus 3 by 7x minus 4 by 7y plus y. This will be minus 3 by 7x plus 3 by 7y. Sorry, it could be minus x here, because head of OA also, okay, head of OA also meets the tail of OD. So this will be minus, and simplify to get minus 4 by x plus 4 by y, and minus 3x minus 3y. So the ratio between AD and dB, if we just compare the coefficients of x, that will be 4 by 7 ratio 3 by 7. Just compare the coefficient of AB, sorry, x, or coefficient of y. So you will get 4 ratio 3. Your answer will be 4 ratio 3. Okay. So just remember to draw a vector resultant vector and check whether it is multiplying or it's so just identify the resultant vector and check whether the head of the resultant vector meets the head of the joining vectors, or it is meeting the tail. In case of head or tail are meeting, then the sign will be negative, and if both heads or both tails are meeting, then the sign will be positive. That's the rule for the vectors. For question number 23, we have the diagrams shows solid shape made from a cone and hemisphere, both with radius 6.2, right? So the total surface area of the cone is 600. The surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square, and the curved surface area of the cone is pi rl. We have to find the slant height L. Okay. So the total surface area for the diagram will be 4 pi r square plus pi r 4 by 2 pi r square, because that's the surface area of the sphere. So we have to find the surface area of the hemisphere. So in that case, that would be pi 1 by 2 pi r square, 4 pi r square plus pi rl. Normally, the surface area of the cone is pi r square plus pi rl, but this part is the joining combined part. So we will eliminate that in this question. So total surface area is 600. It is equal to 2 pi r square plus pi rl. Value of r is 6.2. So we will get 600 minus 2 into pi into 6.2 square equals to pi into 6.2 L, and L is equal to 2 square divided by 6.2 pi. So our answer will be 600 minus 2 into 2 into 6.2 divided by 6.2. 18.4. So that would be our answer. So this was the whole paper 2 of IGCSE. I tried to explain all the questions and we have completed it within an hour. So just focus on the time as well. So I will share more videos of the remaining papers with you. So stay tuned.